Hello, everybody. I know it's been a while since I've posted on my channel, but this is going to be some new content coming forward, and that's going to be a D&D campaign that will be recorded and slightly edited as I play with my IRL friends and slightly closer friends. Not the Warhammer community that you guys may be used to, but a different set of friends that I've been with for many, many years. Now, at this point, I've already run two other campaigns, and that's not even including the little mini campaign I've run with Happy Puppy. But this is the third campaign, and we've been playing D&D for a long time. I'm pretty passionate about it, but as a request from my friends, since due to COVID, switching on to an online format for D&D, we're going to be recording sessions and having it sort of as an archive on my channel. I'll make it a playlist, do sorts of things like that, because D&D is something very passionate about and I enjoy quite a bit. It's one of my favorite hobbies that I've ever partaken in, so I think it would be cool to have it as be able to look back on the fun moments that we've spent together, and especially the start of a new campaign is a pretty big deal since the end of our last one was very cool and very fantastic, but only the people that were playing got to experience it. So now we can go back, look at the fun moments, see how we started, and maybe a year or two. The last campaign lasted 2 years, believe it or not, a little bit more than 2 years actually. But maybe 2 years from now, we can look back at the first session that started it all and see where we went from there. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. It's going to be long. D&D sessions are always going to be long, but enjoy yourselves, and timestamps should be in the description. All right, guys. We're officially starting the first session. Allow me to paint a picture for you guys. As you guys all know, we're starting in the town of Lionsguard, not necessarily in Rudius. It's as you begin your town, and everyone is on their daily bouts. Let me make the music just a little bit louder. Quieter. Almost everyone is on their usual routes, their usual business in the town of Lionsguard, as I shift over for you guys to see what it generally looks like. Their color is blue. They have a society of which favors power and strength overall. When every single character, either at Rudius, depending on your backstory, or if you're in the city of Lionsguard, receives a letter from the named Octavius Baker, the paladin, that everybody knew while growing up in the town.
What if your daily things are in the wilds?
You generally, if you would be contacted the second you go anywhere near the city, like, hey, there's a letter entitled to you. Like, let's say Old Man,
Right.
I would say it was given out to Old Man Ba in the village to contact anyone that pertains to, and anyone who is currently in the city of Lionsguard also received this letter.
I paid a lot of money, so I got the couriers from Skyrim. They just run up and find your ass. It doesn't matter where.
Your hands only.
Got a letter with your name.
I'll be that person. I'll be the.
It says it's from a friend.
Anchor running to the woods.
As
Yes.
everybody, as the letter entails, Octavius is gathering up every single person that is related to Rudius to either meet up partially from the way to Lionsguard or to meet up in Lionsguard to leave the city, as something is not quite right and something is astir. He couldn't write in full detail what it was. He had to tell you in person. So as you stand at the outskirts of the city, the party is gathered. Let me get your tokens. The party is gathered on the outskirts of the city.
Our square.
With only the knowledge that Octavius has brought you together and to go back home. As you guys stand around a little, some of you may be annoyed. Some of you may be very curious as why you're brought here. Why does it say Joey M for Archaon? Let me change that.
I swear, that's not. That's not me.
I'm totally Archaon, guys. I'm totally not.
There you go.
I'm totally not an assassin.
Guilty.
As all of
Interesting.
you stand here looking at him and seeing you're just outside your outskirts of the city, not too far, you may be confused as to why you're meeting here, but you guys trust Octavius. He was the paladin that essentially is bringing you all here together, and he has a good reputation. As you guys stand there, Octavius stands in front of everybody and addresses you. And would you like to start us off, Camden?
Yep. Brothers, family, friends, I would not interrupt your lives so wastefully. This is deadly serious, and I wish to save all of your lives and hopefully bring us back to Rudis safely. I've spent much time at the Church of Eos in Lionsguard, and there is political machinations and terror brewing. I overheard Cardinal Luis Antonio speaking in a hushed voice in the chapel just yesterday, speaking of the heir to the throne is missing, and there's about to be massive conflict in the city. So that's why I've called you here. We must flee. I don't know what is going to happen in the city, but it is not going to be safe for any of us. So because you all, I know some of you I know from my past, or some of you are just friends of people I know. I'm offering this olive branch in a way to safety, and I think it is time for me to leave the church and find another path, and hopefully I'll be able to help you all.
As everybody listens, would anyone like to respond to him?
No, this does sound like a problem.
Where are we
I
meeting?
I must say I am wondering why I was called from the wilderness since I was already out of town, but
We,
I can be a guide. No
yeah,
problem there.
I sent a letter to Old Man Ba in the village because I don't know how messy that's going to be, and any strong arms to help us, you never know how a succession crisis might go.
Well, Archaon,
Understandable.
I went to school just for this purpose. I'm willing to help you.
Right,
Didn't go to
that's
school
one.
for this, but I'm always ready to shoot.
For the
Well,
greater good? I'm in.
Right?
See,
Danger always in.
We have any objections? Are all of y'all happy to leave the city, or is there anything you still need from the city?
I think I'm good.
I am more than happy to leave the city.
Of course you are, Growler, man of the woods.
Your friend.
So, as you guys convene in the outside, just outside of the village, as you make your way back to Rudius, you meet yourself at a crossroads with something you did not expect.
Is this the dragon?
No, it's not the dragon yet. What?
What?
Dragon's
Queen.
kid.
It's his. Yeah. All right, I'm going to move your guys' formation wise. Maybe just see that.
Camden, where'd you say you got the information from?
So Archaon, while I was in the chapel of the Church of Eos, Cardinal Luis Antonio, he was speaking to this hooded figure, and they were talking. I think what he said exactly would have been, with the heir's vanishment, it's our time to vie for power. So the church is making some sort of grab for power, trying to take the throne, and that doesn't sit well with me.
So
The Church of
basically,
Eos. Where is this? Where is the Church of Eos located?
That'd be a Dylan question, I think.
It's the Cathedral of Eos in Lionsguard we're talking about here. The
Yeah.
one.
Gotcha.
so basically, we were all in the city, and now he knows us from town, so that's why he's telling us to get out.
Yes, essentially.
Okay.
Oh,
And
Appreciate
who's
you,
the-
homie.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm asking too many questions. I'm trying to get it straight.
no,
Who was the leader or whatever?
Cardinal Luis Antonio. I suppose I also ought to mention to y'all that the most pious man I know, the warrior of faith, Curious. He when I went to him for advice, he was my mentor. He ever since I left Rudius at age 16, I've been learning under him. And when I went to him to ask if he supported the church's movements or he knew about this scheming, he told me it was my time to earn my keep for the faith and that I shouldn't flee from the flock. I should help them in their bid for power. So what I'm doing now is a danger not only to me to try to save all of y'all, but it's a danger to the whole city, really.
Do you think we'll have to deal with any of your past cohorts?
I hope not. I wouldn't want to draw blood from people who really I did believe were wonderful and great and so pious. I thought they were wonderful people, so I would hope not to have to draw their blood.
Right on.
As you guys are walking through the trail and you're having your conversation, exchanging your information as why this goes on, you hear a swift halt. As you guys see this hooded man in a gambeson and a cloak. Did the picture pop up for you guys?
Yes.
All right.
Cool.
As he walks up to jumps over this hedge, stands in front of there. Who authorized you of leaving the city? No one is allowed to leave, or at least we need to inspect everybody.
I'm on official church business, going to preach and oh god, what's that word?
Spread the word.
Going on a
Dictionary.
mission.
Going on a
Yes,
mission?
I'm going on a mission to preach to the people of the village of Rudis.
All right. Identify yourself.
I'm Octavius Baker of the Cathedral of Eos in Lionsguard.
Octavius Baker, you're of the church. Everybody, as he looks at her, and you see men coming to prop up from your sides as they look upon you, says, "We're not supposed to let anyone out here. Where are you going?"
Just to Rudius, my hometown.
The
I,
home. As he begins to scan around, who here has a good wisdom? I would say Grolar. Why don't you make an insight? Actually, whoever has a good insight check. Insight is intelligence, right?
Yeah, I can do that one.
Yeah.
Archaon, please make an insight check for me.
Also, Dylan, could I use this?
Did it go, Dylan?
Okay, I see your insight check. Hrodvar's danger sense begins to fire off as you, and Anchor's danger sense begins to go off as he looks Shunli. As the hooded man moves up towards you guys, and he looks at you. These may be escaping nobles. Stop them, chain them up, kill them if needed. As this happens, these men will now begin to get a surprise round on you, with the exception against Hrodvar and Anchor. All right, boys, please roll.
My 21
Initiative.
didn't help. No.
Initiative.
Oh, actually, you know what? Well, I only wanted one person to roll insight here, as a sense.
I was the first one, and I don't think I caught
I
anything.
should have selected my token. Whoops.
All right, I haven't even added the. Okay,
The
guys.
tokens aren't on there.
So now as we get into combat, since we have a high number of players here, we're going to be using something very similar to the XCOM way of combat. So we're going to still have a turn order here. Where's the turn order? And I will now be giving you adding turns. But this is more so as a turn to speak and do your actions. There's going to be a planning phase, an action phase, and a reaction phase as you react to the opponents doing their actions, if that makes sense. It's going to be kind of grouped. You guys can plan your actions together so you can have a more coordinated attack. And speaking is very much allowed and, allowed, and I urge you to do so.
I need my bird.
What'd you say? Oh yeah, you have your bird. Bird. Where is it? It's in pets. Let me make it
Dylan,
small.
question.
Yes.
Can I do a perception check to see what the hooded man's like clothing looks like? If there's any type of like markings or sigils on it?
Absolutely. You can start that off. As you make your
So,
insight check to see, is you can make a perception to see. You okay? So as you make a perception check, you think that you see that he's probably a guard of the town, or he looks like some sort of. He looks like an official guard for the city of Lions Guard. He fooled you pretty well. Not gonna lie.
Interesting.
As combat begins to, I'll start this since they get their surprise round. They will not be Anchor and Hrodvar will be able to defend themselves.
Mhm.
Let me get my.
Can I try to help and like protect some people?
All right. In fact, I'll let both Hrodvar and Anchor use their actions first, as they see the bandits come out with their blades, scimitars, and you see the cloaked man begin to use hand signals to strike the attack. What do you guys start the combat with?
Who do you want to go first, or just simultaneously?
dude,
Oh my god, he knows sign language.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Who's like the weakest link in our group?
This is the first time you've worked together. You may have grown up together or you know about each other, but you may not know who's actually capable of what.
Okay.
Okay.
If I have
Wow.
you, if you're in my backstory, I'll tell you. But if you're not in my backstory, I'm not gonna tell you.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So just
Well,
go
I
ahead.
know,
and
I know Octavius.
Yeah, you know that I'm well armored, although since I'm surprised I don't have my shield up or anything.
Okay.
I'm fairly sure that. Wait, you are been a long time in the village, right?
Dylan, are we
Who's that
like?
question to, Raptor?
All right, Hardvar, Anchor, your actions, please.
Yes. Sorry.
Ooh.
Are we in? Do we have to make any sort of turn to get up over this, or like when in a divot, or no?
No, you can just go over if you want to. It's
Okay.
not very hard.
Gotcha.
I will
I'm gonna-
initiate rage.
I'm gonna initiate rage.
Oh, as they
Ooh.
we have as the combat begins, you see the swords begin to be drawn. Anchor and Hrodvar immediately go into a rage. All right, and how would your action be?
I only get one attack, correct?
You only get one attack. You guys are back to lowly level
Moment.
3s.
Yes.
Yeah. Damn it. Okay.
A form
Well,
of the
technically,
beast.
we could do-
What kind
I'm
of
gonna
form?
bite him.
You're going to bite the man.
So it's one. Hold on. Got to move the turnover. Sorry. So it's 1d8 plus
Wait,
4
two.
to hit.
So that's your damage. What is it? To
Oh
hit?
wait, hold on.
You can just
It
do a
is-
normal like melee weapon attack for accuracy, I believe.
Oh yeah, it's just plus 4 to that one. Sorry.
Got
So that's if it hits. Just 1d20. So
Seven.
7 plus 4, so that'd be
11. As the battle begins to start out, you grow fangs, and as the bandit draws his scimitar and you begin to bite, you bite into his scimitar.
I do have advantage though.
Oh, you have advantage. Roll again then.
Sorry. Yeah.
Is it a reckless?
No, it's just raging.
Oh,
isn't
okay.
it? Don't you have advantage on that?
That's reckless attack only, sir.
Oh, I didn't declare that, so yeah, I won't do it.
So as you run up to him and he's surprised that you knew you were going to attack, you bite into his scimitar as he begins to fend off your vicious jaws. Something he did not expect from somebody, a lowly town out of the countryside. Anchor, what will you do?
One to shield bash.
Shield bash.
Uh,
Which one are you going to hit? Are you hitting the cloaked man?
yes.
All right, that will be
And then
18 hits, and as he sees as Anchor detects the threat moving up in his metallic form, he bashes the man, and he sees that before he even draws his weapon, and he sees you as a threat as you rage.
I can also.
Make him do a dexterity saving throw. Yes.
But could I have him do that one? Does it have to be the one?
You choose one person to do it.
So I could choose him.
You choose him, and he rolls a 13. What is the
I don't know.
DC for you? The fact is that you choose the target must make this. No, the target says so on failed save or half as dungeon successful one. We can look up what is a successful and positive one later, so he can take the damage. But with that surprise over, the bandits move up to you.
Do I recognize any of these fellas from many wanted posters?
No, you do not.
Okay.
Do I recognize any of them as being with the church?
Well, they're mostly hooded.
Okay.
All right, so a bandit is going to be taking a swing at Hodvar, seeing that you're quite dangerous with the scimitar in your mouth.
That's gonna only go well.
Does that hit you?
It does not.
All right, damn Wayne, the man's going to go in the back, taking a slash at the little halfling.
Yes.
That hits. As you take, he finds the squishy halfling. Seeing that he has a height advantage, he slashes downwards towards you, and you take 4 points of damage. Mr.
I'm
Repo.
dead.
Oh.
No, joking.
No, it's not level 1, luckily.
Mr. Repo, and one of the cowled men run up to you and take a slash towards you. A 15. All right. Wyatt, as he comes up to you, doing another slash. How does that work?
That hits.
It hits. He comes up
It
to you,
hits.
seeing before you even have drawn your weapon, taking it. You deals 4 points of slashing against you. And Archaon, going up to the man in the robes, holding a book at his side, he sees you as a threat. I think that probably hits.
Yeah.
Arcane deflection. All right, so you use your reaction to increase your AC by 2. Does an 18 still hit? Joey, you're muted.
My bad. Yeah, yeah, it still hits. As I try to use my deflection.
As you use your book begins to glow, but it was just too much of a surprise as you take 4 points of slashing damage as he cuts at your hand. It's a dire situation as the hooded man goes to look at Anchor and sees you're quite dangerous. He's going to get his saber out and take a good slash at you. Whoa.
Who's that at?
That is
Anchor?
at Anchor. He sees he getting shocked and hit by the shield. You see a glint of hatred as he looks. He pulls out a saber, slashes at you, and crits. You will be taking 9 points of damage.
Wow, level 3's wild. It's 9 points.
Another bandit is going to take a slash at Anchor.
Tap that.
A 21 hits for sure. 7 points of slashing damage along with the 10 that you also just took here. And of course...
Lucky Anchor is ranging, so isn't it tough then?
Hmm?
What, is Anchor raging?
Yes, he is. So he's taking half the
Okay.
damage from all of this.
That's good.
Nice.
And an arrow comes flying in to try to finish off the metallic beast. And as that happens, you see, as 9 points of piercing damage pierces this man in the back of his thigh, and he curses loudly, "God damn it! Again! Again, Hella! I'm sorry!" As you see an arrow, he looks over, revealing the position of the archer that clearly missed and hit the bandit instead. All right, is now planning phase for your team. Please tell me the actions that you want to do and sort of how you want to do it, and then during the action phase, you're just going to all do it at the same time, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah. So
first off, since I have range, I'm gonna hit that range.
sounds good.
Should we still go in initiative order, or to tell
You
you?
can if you
Oh,
if
yeah,
you
yeah,
guys
that'd
have
be
a
good.
hard
Kinda like
time
that.
if you guys have a hard time like discussing it, and we can start it with initiative, but if you have something to come in to like, hey, I'll assist you with that, absolutely be free to do that. So we can start off.
Wyatt,
Yeah.
I am gonna send Erwin on the archer
All right.
to help.
The bird is going to go on the archer to give sneak attack for Wyatt.
I can add sneak. Oh hell yeah!
All right. We can start off with Rodvar if you guys want to.
Sure. I mean, I'm still raging. I'm just gonna bite at this guy's neck again.
Sounds good.
Oh my god, it's a cannibal.
We'll just have
Whoa.
all our actions out at the same time when it's action phase, so I can just quickly see you hit, you do something, if that makes sense.
Also, Dylan, I just made the bite. I think that's correct because I have +6 on my other attacks for my other weapons.
All right, that sounds good. I
Okay.
can look over it later.
Okay, cool.
We're in the middle of combat right now.
11 damage to his throat.
Okay. So no, but this is action phase. Planning phase. So you guys are
Yes,
you guys are still discussing that. I will still keep that roll, by the way.
appreciate it.
Well, I'll just go ahead and type what I'm gonna do.
So these guys that attack us, that are all next to us, they're like their sword.
Oh, Gabo. By the way, please take. No, that's the crit one. Please take 3 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
As he comes up to you and slashes at the scaled man.
You spoke and you were immediately attacked. How rude.
We've got a color spray. As Damwade begins to prep his things, you see a mirror image begin to prep as he enchants to see. Let me see. Let me just make it lore friendly here.
Yeah, that's so cool. I love that actually.
Hit him with the shadow clones.
Should I close you too?
Octavius, what is your action?
Watching Anchor get injured, and the fact that he jumped in front of me to distract these guys, I go ahead and charge forward and attack the main hooded man.
Sounds good. All right, everyone, move their tokens and make your rolls. I'm going to keep you for. I'm going to keep Rodvar's.
Yeah.
How are we doing my save again?
Let me just look at
The
your
weapon?
character sheet real quick as
What
I
is
see your
color
DC.
spray?
Well, that was helpful.
This DC is 13, so he rolled a 13 if I remember correctly. So he actually saves.
Come on.
Color spray.
Yeah, okay. So he takes half. I
So
rolled a d6.
okay, so as
Never
the
mind.
yeah.
I've just remembered what I got to do with that. Never mind.
Oh, just want to let you know when you're in action phase and all the actions come out, please roll out your spells descriptions so I can read out and tell you how it goes out. So as action begins to erupt across the battlefield, you see Hrodvar. He may have blocked his first bite, but Hrodvar gets a second bite straight into the neck of the bandit, killing him instantly. As he slumps onto the ground and he begins bleeding profusely. We see a flail fly out, trying to hit the hooded man. It hits for sure. For 8 points of bludgeoning damage as he smashes him on the side of the face, defending the shielded, armored buddy. We see a spray of color begin to go out the fingers of the little halfling, defending himself from the would-be attacker.
I'm gonna be doing this.
Oh!
Interesting.
All right. So, oh my goodness. So, as Grolar goes up to another bandit, he takes a nice swag, defending the scaled man, getting straight into the neck. He falls down as well. So let me read out the description of color spray. You roll 66, so you got a 34. The total is how many points the spell can affect in a 15-foot cone. Ignoring its setting order of the current hit points, starting with the creature as lowest creature by the spell's blinded. So he is affected by the blinded status effect now. I will use this ninja icon.
By the way, I'm assuming the 10 didn't hit the archer.
The 10 did not hit the archer.
Yeah.
As the bird flies up and begins to distract the archer, this gives Wyatt an opportunity for a shot straight into him. Wyatt, why don't you roll for us? A 16 and 18 hits. Why don't you roll for damage? As 15 points of damage strikes her in the shoulder as the bird gives advantage for the rogue. Still living, though.
That's shot.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh. Let's go.
After being stabbed and slashed by a critical hit, Anchor brings a huge hit back with the pure 8 damage. I think that's the highest damage you can do.
I love Anchor's character. Just saying.
And adding.
Oh yeah, you add the rage damage.
Why do I see 4 anchors or archaeans?
You use the mirror image.
Okay.
You haven't done your action yet. Why don't you do yours, Mr. Repo?
Okay.
The person in front of you just got axed, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes,
do
you're
that.
welcome.
Alright. I guess I'll chuck. Well, actually, let me see if I can make it over to help Octavius and Anchor. Because I think Anchor has it under control. Or Archaon, I mean. Not Anchor.
They're just images of him.
Wyatt's there too.
Targeting something else.
Well, it doesn't matter. I guess I can just throw a javelin at the guy 10 feet.
All right, go for the roll.
Okay. I gotta go with character sheet and then my weapon, right?
Yes, hit javelin.
Okay. Where is it?
Wait. Kill him! Bring him down!
Like,
Should be in the middle of the top.
yeah,
there.
almost. right in the
Oh my goodness!
Let's go!
A crit.
middle. We had so many crits.
We're starting off session
It's like a
1.
weird crit.
So much
It
weight.
still have the Kensei.
Please roll for
shot
damage, sir.
ability. Okay.
Hit the word javelin in the chat.
Okay.
14 points of damage as a javelin begins flying over.
I do extra damage.
That's not necessary because he's dead.
Oh, okay.
That's crit damage, yeah.
As he goes up to Wyatt, he takes a slash and a javelin strikes him. And let's just say that will be his last slash with his scimitar.
Oh, I forgot to mention I wanted to do steady aim, but since I don't know how you want to do that with this.
You already had the advantage because the owl was distracting the archer at the top.
No,
Did
no,
we
that's for the
roll
next round.
20s? That's great.
No, it's for the next round.
Okay,
Sort of
sounds
thing.
good.
'Cause
So,
I can't move.
as the opponents as they see 3 of their friends instantly cut down or stabbed, you see the lead man get a little he begins to waver in his convictions. These guys aren't just noblemen and they're mercenaries. Guys, stand together as he begins to rally the men. He breaks any frightened conditions of any of his friends, 2 friends near him, in which case they don't currently have, but that could come into play later.
Watching him waver for a second, I yell out, "Is money worth this suffering?"
Money's worth everything for our kind of life.
Oh, so they're not actually like town guards, they're like mercenaries?
Oh, they're definitely not town guards.
Okay.
I
Except
guess
Archaon
maybe
believes them to be.
Octavius might not have known that they're getting paid, but I assume nobody just fights people on the road for free.
As one of the men blinded, he cannot see anything. He sees all these colors in his eyes. He's going to take a swing at the halfling with disadvantage. I know you're in front of me, you little halfling. He misses. He sees the
Yes, he
4
does.
Archaons in front of him. He sees the man with the book standing, all of a sudden multiplying into 4. He's going to take a swipe. Does a 22 hit?
22 does hit.
All right, let's see if he hits the correct image.
So yeah, how does that work? Do I
Give
pick
me a
or
number
what?
between 1 and 4, Joey. 1? All right. He rolls a 3. And as he slashes at one of the mirror images, one of them disappear, and you take no damage.
Good ability.
The
Cool.
bandit on the right side of Anchor is going to take another slash. He sees that how dangerous and tanky he is. 14.
Nope.
All right. And the archer is going to take a shot. Getting shot herself, she's going to take a shot at Wyatt.
Oh shit!
And Archer's Eye. As a bonus action, the archer can add a 1d10 to the damage.
Not so fast, little lady.
This is a 23 hit. Oh
No.
my god.
What's going on tonight?
Okay.
Oh,
Roll for Kamahe.
the 6. This Okay, so that's 6 plus 7. 7 is 14. 13 damage plus 1d10. 5 damage. That's 17 damage? 18 damage, sorry. Did the math. 18 damage. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm alive.
You're alive! Oh my god, I just thought I killed a character in the session 1.
Be rough.
After getting shot and being disoriented, she returns the favor, loosing an arrow straight into your chest.
He's gonna get it.
The
Doesn't
hooded
look too good.
the hooded man sees that this is quite a dangerous fight. He's going to make another signal with his left hand, and he's going to give a saber slash to Anchor. Does a 12 hit?
No.
All right, sounds good. As he flashes his hands, he's going to use his bonus action, use a throwing knife at Octavius. This is a 17 hit.
No, it does not.
It does not. 2 misses in a row as he sees these guys are tougher than we thought. Back to planning phase for the player party.
Oh wait, Dylan, can I ask you something about
Yes.
this whole planning phase?
Yes.
Do you want us to like lay it out what we want to do, and then you will, as you talk about what we all plan to do, that's when we do our rolls for damage and stuff?
That would be great, yes.
Dylan, I just want to confirm because my armor class is pretty high. What armor does a chainmail give you?
Chainmail should be 16 and you have a shield, so that becomes 18.
Oh, 18. Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, if you think your AC is really high for the beginning, 18 is a very common AC for a paladin at the beginning of the game. I believe
I've
Mark
never
had it.
played paladin before, so.
So,
Yeah.
to the planning phase, I'm not sure.
Crazy.
We are in planning phase, sir.
So I'm not sure if this matters, but I can cut off this guy first just by sprinting over there. If I need to. I know you guys are over there, so I don't know.
I can take him
Focus
down
on
with
beating
something
him
like I can take him down with something like sleep or
Okay,
suggestion. If
If
you
that's the
if
case,
you want that.
then I'll just go down here and help Domlin.
Everyone's gonna keep on the archer, and I'm gonna be shooting at the leader.
Sounds good.
I'm just gonna bash this guy again.
All right.
Use my
Dylan, I plan
thunder
to. Yeah, I'm gonna flail the main hooded guy, and I'll do divine smite if I hit.
Sounds good, sounds good. All right, so Scorching Ray. We'll start off with Archaon. As one of his blasts, one of his images begin to lose focus. He only has 2 images of him left, but you see all 3 of them as a ball of fire begins to ascend from each of the images. This bandit doesn't know which one the blast is going to actually come from. He's going to make a DC 13. What is this?
Ooh.
Ho. Ho. Oh, it's a ranged spell attack. He doesn't make any DC. 24 hits. Please roll for damage as 3 of them hit him. That's 5 damage.
Does he die after the? So is it 5 damage each, or is it 5
I
damage
believe you roll
total?
damage 3 times.
Ooh.
All right, so the first one is 5. Does that kill him?
No.
9.
Yes. As the
So
second.
he dies after.
Yes.
Can I curve the 7th firebolt to the archer?
Absolutely.
That's what I do.
And as 2 blasts hit him straight in the chest, and he begins to crumple down to the floor in a haze of burning ash. The third one blasts the archer on top of the wooden standing, and a fire begins to catch. And next to
Everyone is gonna try to shred the archer and fail miserably.
yes, no worries about that. Grolar, why don't you make your shot?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
This is how many crits? Okay.
All of them.
As 10 plus 7 damage, 17 damage begins to strike him on the side. Wounded, he holds an arrow in his lower gut as he tries to defend
And
himself.
I'm gonna
with the
run
other
over
hand.
here.
All right, sounds good. Why don't you roll your attacks, Anchor and Octavius? 18 hits. 9 points of
And
bludgeoning
then,
damage as you smash through his defense, and he is going to use his reaction to disengage.
Dylan, I also want to do divine smite, but I don't know how to.
I believe you just hit the divine. You expend a
I
spell
don't-
slot.
It should,
Just
be in
roll
your,
DC.
it should be in your attack wheel.
Is it in my spells or? Oh, it is in my.
Your attack and spell
Yeah.
cast, it should be there.
Wait, I can't. Oh, there we go.
As,
Maybe you can't.
as you smash him, dealing 9 points of bludgeoning and an extra 8 radiant, hitting him on the side, he begins to glow and burn at the same time. He's very profusely not in a good place. Why don't you make your attack, Mr. Anchor? 8. Unfortunately, as you see this glorious smash as the paladin hits him right into the side, you begin to defend yourself against the bandit that slashed you earlier, and it does not make
You
contact.
want a D6.
It's electrifying.
And you use your bonus action. Who are you going to try to electrify, Mr. Bob?
This one.
Oh, he's going to make a dexterity check. He has to beat 13. He misses, and even though you miss with your shield, the lightning ore zaps him as you overcharge. He falls to the ground. He's unconscious.
Okay, I'm gonna firebolt at the bandit leader then.
Go for it. 12 doesn't quite make it. I'm sorry. As a fire blast comes in, he just got smashed. He sees the fireball. He quickly ducks as he meant to duck the flail, but it actually ducked and the firebolt was dodged. Still got hit by the flail though.
Dylan, I had a question.
Yes.
When I am in rage and I'm beast mode, can I draw like a sword if I've done the bite attack, or do I have to continue as like
I
the beast
believe
attack?
the bite attack takes your entire action, yes?
Yeah, no. What I was saying is, can I swap between turns? Like the last turn I used the bite attack. This turn, can I use like a great sword?
I believe you should be able to.
Okay, then I was gonna use the great sword
All
on
right.
this guy.
He is blinded, and you get advantage. And that hits anyway.
Ooh.
15 points of slashing damage
Holy shit.
as he's cut down. Is that everyone's turns? Wyatt, did you take your shot? Take your
I
shot.
thought the
gonna
bandit in front of me
go-
died. By the way,
This guy's
Yes,
this
he
guy
did.
died.
I was gonna go over this and so I can get a good plain view. I'm gonna try to non-lethal her when I hit her.
Okay.
Is she like how dead? How dead looking is she?
She's actually quite okay.
Okay, well, doesn't matter then.
Take your shot.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
But it
Wait,
does
doesn't he have advantage?
Advantage because of the distraction of the air, and that does hit.
No
And you have steady
aim.
aim anyway, so you have... Well, you move that turn. You can't use steady aim,
I
actually.
thought it was last round.
If you haven't moved during this turn and after you use the bonus action. So...
Okay.
Yeah, that's something to learn.
Can-
That's no problem. But you have
can
advantage
bullets be
here
non-lethal?
with the bird. That's
All right.
that's a good question. Why don't you roll for damage for me?
I remember the bow from last campaign.
Forward.
4
That's
appears. You do have the sneak attack damage proc since he's within 5 feet of an ally. So we'll
Oh
get you
yeah.
that as well.
Okay. Well, how do I do that now? Do I
You just roll another damage thing with the sneak attack modifier.
Okay.
It's +6, so 10 points of damage. She seems to be not in a great position, and I believe that ends everybody's turn here.
Wait, did Repo have a go?
Repo, do you have anything left?
I just I don't know. Did I do anything after attacking?
Yeah, you have one action left in this action phase.
Okay. Well, everybody's dead pretty much, but I'll move closer to Octavius.
Go for it.
Right, so I click, and then I don't drag, right? I just click and click.
you can drag it.
I do. Okay.
So you move up to 30 feet. So
And every square is 5, right?
Yes.
yeah, can you see that
Where, right?
on the map? You can do up to 30.
10,
So
15, 20, 25, 30. So that's 30.
Go for it.
so then you
Yeah.
click back
Okay,
on.
I moved.
You gotta click
No,
back
you have
onto
to
the
you have to
mouse
drag your
and
token.
then move your character.
So I think that's it.
Huh?
Huh?
I don't see your token moving. Did you drag it on your screen?
Did you click off the snap to center thing?
Jumbo. Gubba, gubba. Gubba, gubba. I'm just gonna move him. All right.
Lost it.
All right. As the hooded man begins to see, he is quite outmatched here. He looks to his left and right. You see that he made a few hand signals, and you see emerging from the sides a few more men. We heard you
Some
needed
serious-
help. And he as he used his reaction last turn to use the disengage action, he will not be. He's going to flee back. And you see a blue sigil begin to glow on his hand. He seems very distraught. He looks around and says, I didn't want to use this, but I think I have no choice. As he looks down, he looks at the blue symbol of Zinch glowing on his hand. He begins to put his hand onto the ground. And then you see something begin to crumble out of the ground. And you see a giant beast, a chaos spawn.
Oh Jesus!
Can you put it on the screen?
I will, as I can select it.
You got your Warhammer in my D&D.
You see this amalgous creature come out of the ground and burst.
Dylan, never mind.
Yes.
No, nothing.
We got ourselves a chaos cultist.
Dylan, what was that name you said? Zeech?
Zinch.
I spelled it Zinch.
I can tell you guys later how to spell it, but as a symbol of Zinch appears and he slams it into the ground, something comes out of the ground, and let's just say it's not here for a good time. Please, everybody, as he joins the battlefield, make a DC 10 Wisdom save.
Oh.
Wait, am I within 40 feet?
You can measure
Let
from
me
yourself.
check. Damn it, I am.
Thank God.
Hey, what a wisdom save throw?
Wisdom save throw, please.
All right.
Wisdom.
Why is it barbarian?
Oh, that's
And
bad.
since I've already been my turn, I'm gonna wait. So that's +4. What was the DC?
10.
Okay, that's good. Okay, I use arcane deflection, and that adds +4 to my saving throw.
I will now also make the bandits roll because it says everybody has to go against this.
Oh my!
Oh shit, I got a 21. I got a 21 there, man.
This creature is definitely chaotic, stupid.
How do I?
It's here to mess everybody up, bro.
How do I roll my wisdom?
One of them, the one right next to him, is going to be feared. Please go to your character sheet. Look on the left side, hand side of it. Hit Wisdom saving throw. It should be.
Oh, you have to type the word. Okay.
As this man becomes frightened and his boots shaking, he let's just say he's frightened of the chaos spawn. The archer in the top will also be making
I
it.
also failed my save. So I'm also frightened.
Oh, and the archer fails as well. So when you guys are frightened, please make sure you cannot run towards the creature, and any attack towards the creature is disadvantaged.
Dylan, I got 10. Is that
Meets
or
beats?
meets beats? Okay, so I pass.
All right. So as it's going to move up, it's going to take one turn as it comes crawling out of the ground, as this bandit cannot literally move, and the rest see this was definitely not a part of their plan as well. But they're going to continue their actions. One moving up to Growler, two moving up to Growler, one moving up to Wyatt. An arrow shot again. This time, who's the danger here that the archer's going to try to defend herself from the bird.
Oh, okay.
Because it's been quite pesky. And, well, let's just say it has enabled a lot of damage for it. It's going to go for a shot on the bird.
Isn't it disadvantage because it's middle range with the shots?
Yes. And
Then
so,
it's
as another arrow flies past, it just flies straight out of bounds. Let's see, what is the path that this arrow would be? Bouncing off the shield of Anchored, hitting his teammate. No, I'm kidding. As she does this, she drops her arrow quiver and is going to have to not attack next round. Now, 2 bandit slashes is going to be on Grolar. 5 and a 5.
miss and miss.
Wyatt, how about you? 21.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
5
Alright,
points
I'm
of
down
slashing.
for whatever it is. No, I'm alive. Okay.
This guy's not going to move forward. This guy will be moving forward, taking a slash at Anchor. He seems more dangerous than the paladin, honestly. 17.
Yes.
You will be taking... Oh my god. Why did it do damage again? Alright, take 5 points of slashing, Mr. Anchor. Are you bloodied?
That's half, right?
Yeah, so you
Yeah.
take... You round it, I believe we round down in D&D in general, so that's 2.
Okay.
Barbarians are kind of good. Planning phase for you guys now.
Oh, you could.
Did you say
you
I
could see
wrote
me.
about my thing lagging?
No worries. If we can like do... If you tell me an action, I'll do it later, like in universe. But planning phase.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna push up and fight the creature and try and get it to be afraid.
I would not do that yet because I was just gonna cast sleep on that area to try and take out the cultist and possibly the creature if I get really, really lucky.
Well, not knowing that, because I'm quite a ways away from you, I'm also going to charge towards the what is
Yeah, I
this
don't
thing
know
called,
that.
Dylan?
It is a chaos spawn.
Chaos spawn. Okay, I'm
Uh,
going
Wait.
to charge towards it as
Storm,
well.
which one are you again? Which is your
I am
character?
this one down here. Would help.
Oh,
out on
okay. So
So
yeah,
you
I
might
would-
would help
actually
out on
know.
the right.
yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. If I would know
I
that or-
think I'll.
Let him cast sleep before you guys charge in there.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna push up to here
If
then,
you-
to help Wyatt.
My character would help the anchor with his opponent before facing the chaos one, I think.
Yeah.
Growler is gonna be. Well, Arcan would definitely know that I'm gonna be casting a spell and get out of their melee range.
I smell a misty step. If I've learned anything from last campaign, is that misty step is a good spell.
Oh, it's not Mississippi because I don't know it.
All right. So Grolar's going to get out of there. Archaon's going to use magic missiles on the creature. Repo's going to assist Anchor. Baker's going to charge. Damwayne's going to do a sleep spell. Wyatt, are you unconscious or you have like 1 hit point?
2 actually.
2?
Yeah. So
But
big
it's 2,
Growlin are over
actually.
here. two hit points. I'm gonna use those until I get knocked out.
Cloudbar's gonna attempt to save the Mana Jordans.
Yeah. my
Dylan,
cowboy.
I would like to shove the bandit on the ground. Could I do that?
You want to slash him
cool.
onto the ground?
I
Yeah,
forfeit my
just
turn.
shove him.
Yeah, you can do a shove action. Absolutely.
Okay. And then I'm gonna move to Wyatt
Sounds
to
good?
help him after I shove him on the ground.
Sounds good. All right. As the combat begins to break, you guys see the monster erupt from the ground, making spewing noises, and everybody that's being frightened, and everyone who isn't. They go up to slash Grolar. Grolar, what are you going to be? Where are you moving, and what spell are you going to be doing?
I am gonna be casting Zephyr Strike.
Your movement doesn't proc opportunity attacks. You can move where you want, and why don't you do
And I have. This one, I thought it was bonus speed, but no.
that? No, you just don't proc it.
Oh no, actually. I don't know. That's when it produced that. Okay. Right, I'm gonna be moving over here, and I will shoot at one of the bandits that were next to me.
Go for it. 15, that hits, and you have advantage on it
just-
anyway.
7
7 points
piercing.
of piercing, and they have to make a DC 12. What is
No, because the spell is concentration, and I don't want to use the damage thing yet.
Oh, okay, you don't want to use the damage yet. Sounds good. Now cast your sleep spell, Mr. Damwayne. 23 hit points. Ooh, that's a lot. All right, so that is going to put the hooded figure to sleep, along with the scared man. So as he's now frightened and asleep, he's having a nightmare. Let's just. The creature is immune to charms and enchantments. As the chaos spawn, you see the sleeping powder begin to fall into them. As you see the 2-man slump forward, his control on the chaos spawn is relinquished.
Shit.
Ooh.
Wasn't that the leader of the,
And I'm-
of the group?
Yeah, they're asleep.
And I'm also going to just move away from the bandits.
That's a good choice. Wyatt, how are you going to try to defend yourself here?
I shot. It was an 8.
An 8, unfortunate as another shot is
Yeah.
made. You're in quite you're a little worried
No.
here.
No.
As Anchor, why don't you do a strength throw for me? 16 strength, and he's going to make a contesting strength roll. 9. He's shoved on the ground. He's a snail. As any melee attack will now have advantage on him. Mr. Repo, would you like to do your attack on him now that he's shoved?
Yeah.
You have advantage since he's on the ground, and you can literally stab at him as Anchor shoves him to the ground with his big metallic shields.
Cool. How, just for future reference, can you shove enemies to try to knock them
A
down anytime?
shove action is, yeah, you can do a grapple action or a shove action, but it requires a strength contested, like you use your strength against their strength. So if your dexterity, like you are Repo, dexterity is not going to help you, so I don't advise you do that, to be honest. But it could come in clutch. So
I guess I'll do a two-handed trident stab on this poor sod that's on the
It's
ground then.
like fish in a barrel. Go for it.
Exactly.
24 hits. Roll for damage, please. And you get your Kensei strike, right?
No, that's only for ranged attack.
Okay. Just roll for the damage then.
I don't think I have anything for... I don't know. I don't get a Kensei strike that I see. I see something called Kensei shot. I don't know if there's something for Kensei strike.
No worries. You can always read over your character another time. All right, go for it. Roll for damage. 11 points of piercing damage as
Holy
he
shit.
instantaneously goes down.
Good stuff.
You just speared him through his throat.
Yeah, he got shoved down and killed. Poor guy.
Like you said, it's like stabbing fish in a barrel.
Yeah, it was easy. Baker, Mr. Octavius Baker, please make your movement.
Seeing that I am much more sure that I'm going to fight this abomination, I walk over and I flail while yelling out, "Abomination, in the name of Eos, I strike at you! Go back to which you have came!" Does it hit?
22 hits.
Oh, hell yeah. And I'm gonna do a Divine Smite with it as well.
Oh, so, whoa, I don't know which one to take.
Wait,
here.
what? I don't know what happened there.
Oh, I think it's because you take the Divine Smite thing.
Yeah, so when you
So
have an
it's
extra,
Oh, yeah, okay.
when you have an
Alright,
extra
now I
damage
understand how
modifier,
that
you can
works.
tick it and it does it automatically for you as you do 23 points of damage, smashing into it. It begins to recoil as the radiant damage interacts with it. It's not happy. Use your magic missiles, Mr. Archaon. Magic missiles automatically hit. How many are you sending, and who are you hitting with it? I know you're hitting the creature, but how many
How
missiles?
many can I send?
3. Okay, so you have 3 darts at the first level.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
It
so
won't let me. So just roll a 1d4 3 times.
we can. It's up to you. We can just take that damage and times 3, or you can roll it if you want to.
It says I have to roll 1d4 plus 1.
It already rolled for you. Do you see that?
Oh, the
3 force
3.
damage.
Fuck. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Would
there
you
go. Boom.
would you like to
Or-
just do 3 times 3, or would you like to roll it for every single one?
3 times 3 is fine.
All right, 9 points of damage as you see 3 little pin missiles as these literally undodgeable missiles come out of the book, striking the arms of this chaotic creature. It sees that you have magic, and it begins to, the blue thing in the corner, in the chest of his chaos spawn begins to glow, and his arms begin to glow a blue hue. Who hasn't done anything yet? Rodvar, have you done your attack?
I have not.
Please do so.
I'm gonna recklessly attack at this guy with my greatsword.
17 hits. Is he going to instantly die? No, he's not.
I have rage.
He is.
Also,
Oh.
should that be higher since I'm level 3 now?
I think it's 2 at
Isn't
level
it-
3. I think it goes up at level 5 or 4. I can't remember.
I thought. Okay, I'm gonna misread it.
2 sounds about right from your level.
Okay,
which-
yeah, then
as another huge cleaving blade. These guys don't stand a chance. They're just hit.
Just want to cover wide in blood.
Yeah, poor
I'm
guys.
already covered in my own blood. Don't worry.
I'll save you.
And did your bird do an attack, Mr. Raptor?
No, because I used my
Bonus action on the
to
spell.
cast the spell.
Sounds good, sounds good. It is now the opponent's phase. As this man has fallen asleep, he has lost control of the beast. After taking a huge hit from Octavius, you would think it would attack him, but it won't. He's going to attack this poor bandit. Seeing as he has advantage. 24 hits. And he will die.
Okay.
Okay.
And as he uses his second, he gets a bonus action attack in very specific situations.
Oof.
As he kills the sleeping target, he slashes with his claw, and you see not only is his body beginning to blow blue, but his claws as well. If this attack kills the target, the Chaos Spawn's attacks will gain new properties, ending that turn. Yeah, this man is fully asleep, and that's just gonna... Does he make a spell save against that, Mr.? Or does it... Let me see here.
Our leaders had a rough time of it. All those minions instantly died.
Mr.
Yeah,
Damley...
they've got to be they've got to be shaken awake by somebody.
Okay, so he's useless.
Quick question.
He's just sleeping through it.
Do I need to use a bonus action to try to get rid of the frightened, or?
You can roll at the
Is it-
beginning out of every action phase.
Okay, yeah, so I can roll once now.
Yeah, why don't you do those?
Ah, there it is. Yeah, if they take damage or someone uses an action to wake them up.
Nope,
You are
I'm still scared.
Yeah, that thing's a little bit scary. I don't blame you. Wyatt is no longer afraid of the beast, even though he only has 2 hit points.
Feeling pretty big for a man with 2 HP.
So, I'm going to see if these guys can even reach you. They can.
Yeah.
But they do see the man, but there's 3 of him. Yeah, they're going to pursuit.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
that's fine.
Does this 23 and 16 hit, sir?
Yes to both.
Please take 12 points of damage plus 6, 18 points of damage.
Oh, that's a lot of damage.
As they see you run away, you were too quick for them to. As they begin to slash at you as you run, they quite interestingly miss as your feet have a gust of wind blow you through, but they're determined to catch this giant.
Now I need to make 2 concentration saves because that's the concentration spell.
Please make it.
So that's wisdom.
DC 12 for it's Constitution for concentration, sir. So it's DC 12 and DC 6 for one.
Not save, just straight up constitution.
It should be Constitution save, right? For concentration. 21. Unfortunately, you failed one of them, and that's all it takes. And your feet no longer have the step of the wind. The archer's going to take another shot at this stupid bird. Does a 14 hit?
Nope.
Oh my god. Actually, okay, she's not going to... Oh wait, she can't even attack this turn anyway because she dropped her arrow. She's going to pick up her arrow. She didn't even attack the bird. Retcon. Alright. The Chaos Spawn in front of you glows blue with both its claw and body. The person controlling it has fallen asleep. Grolar is surrounded by 2, and the archer in the tower is picks up her arrow sling. Back to planning phase for the players.
I'm gonna go ahead and yell out, everyone stay at distance, attack from range, because I just saw that man get fucking cut in half, so y'all might not want to get too close. And then I'm going to, I'm stuck here. I guess I could disengage, but I'm not going to. I'm just gonna do a flail attack, Dylan.
Go for it. Alright, so we have a flail attack.
wait.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I was planning phase. I'm so used to saying go for it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Growlard, do you need help?
Maybe, yeah, maybe.
Okay, I'm gonna. attack
I'm gonna do
Growlard.
please. Yes, I'm not scared of it anymore.
Question.
Yes.
Can I make like an Arcana check or something to try and figure out why this thing is starting to glow blue?
Absolutely.
On +6.
12. As you see it, you begin to see why it begins to glow blue. you think that its next attack will have some sort of repercussion as it begins to, you see the magical energy begin to coalesce in the tips of this creature's appendages.
Can I go ahead and take my moving action, by the way?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool deal.
Or can I do mine as well?
So we got a firebolt on next to Growler. Growler's going to do. Radvar's going to go assist. Anchor, what are you going to do, Bob?
I'm gonna toss a javelin
At the beast?
Yeah, at the
Alright.
beast.
The Chaos Spawn. I will give you guys a hint about his armor class. It's lower than 10. And that hits.
I am also still gonna be casting Death Strike.
So go for it. 2 force damage as you do that.
If
All
I
right.
had this archer, is that a sneak attack, by the way?
Since how sneak attack works is as long as a friendly creature is within 5 feet of him, you can proc it or you can be in stealth, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So
Then yeah, then I want to do 2 things then, because I want to do this and then hit him with it, and then since the if it works the way that I think, this is 30 feet.
oh my
so-
god, it's perfectly range. All right.
So,
We'll start with Wyatt as he moves over and takes a shot at the archer. Go for it.
yeah.
12.
Well,
Another arrow flies past. Unfortunately, maybe you should have shot the beast. That's much easier to hit and connect it to her. Think about that.
yeah, I will later.
Yes. Why don't you use your firebolt strike, Archaon? Defend your friend. Where the hell did Grolar go?
Over there, because I'm gonna be using the extra damage. That gives me an extra 30 feet of movement this
20
turn.
hits. Go for it.
You left.
All right, roll for damage, sir. 4 points of fire damage as it begins to get set ablaze.
Wait, that hits me, right?
It's a bolt, not a ball.
Oh, sorry. It said,
Not yet, buddy. Don't worry.
Not yet. That comes later.
Why don't you go, Rodvar?
Okay. I'll reckless attack this guy with the greatsword again.
All right, thank God it wasn't a ball. That definitely hits.
Boom.
Oh,
Plus
yeah, that guy's dead.
2 rage.
As another slash, I think you've one hit killed every single person you've hit.
Yes, sir.
Sounds good. Damn, Wayne, what is your action again?
The Arcana check doesn't take it up, so I'm just going to firebolt at the beast, at the creature.
All right, roll. And 18 hits. Absolutely. 2 points of fire damage as you...
And I'm
Against the
gonna
glow.
fire on the creature as well.
Oh,
That's
you're the
unfortunate.
only person that could possibly miss this giant plunge. You are... Let me just tell you something. Even with a nat 1, he has 8 AC. He rolled a 7. If he rolled 1 higher, he would have hit. All right. He literally has a 95% chance of hitting, and Grolar just missed. All right, so with a nat 1, Grolar goes... He's too...
Damn.
He's too frightened. He was too afraid of the thing. His aim goes off. He's going to hit the captain with the arrow instead. He's going to be... Next phase, he might wake up.
So
Yeah, I feel like this god.
how much
just,
damage
like,
do I deal to the captain then?
Why don't you roll for me?
Is this
And I
chaos
did
spawn?
did
just, like,
say I was gonna use the
subconsciously?
damage from the Zephyr Strike, so that's an extra D10.
All right. And even though it's your phase, the Chaos Spawn is going to use its legendary action.
No, an extra 1D8.
Extra
Let's
1d8. Oh my god, he's he
7.
about to die. Okay,
And
as he gets up and he wakes up, the blood loss makes him lose consciousness. That was not a great time for him. The archer's going to take a shot at and try to finish Wyatt. This
Sublime.
is 10
Pretty
hit.
far.
Actually, it doesn't.
All right, as the arrow flies past, you just see this gunfight going. You hear the pew, pew, pew. You hear the arrows whizzing past as they both miss each other, and they're just ducking and weaving. Wyatt's ducking and weaving through cover and bodies, while she ducks behind this wooden board as bullets fly past her. Firefight going on between the two of them, but no one's actually getting hit for a bit. That's okay. Let's see. You've done your thing. You've done your thing. Anchor, what are you doing now?
Rapjo hasn't done his thing yet either.
Oh, Raptor did.
Yeah, I
Oh,
did.
no.
I rolled mine, but I haven't
Hojo,
actually done it.
sorry.
What was the roll? Or I can show you the damage.
12 to hit with
12
the flail.
hits. 10 points of
10
bludgeoning
bludgeoning.
damage as it slaps. It absorbs the bludgeoning damage with its squishy flesh, only taking half damage.
I threw a javelin at it,
All right. What was the
and
roll?
the 9 was
Was it above an 8? Was it 8 or above?
it was 11.
All right, that hits.
And then the 9 piercing. That's what. Yeah.
All right, a good amount of damage as another javelin comes flying out of the shielded robot, standing a good distance away from the chaos spawn. Oh boy. As
It's my turn.
I believe Repo, you still have an action left, right?
Yeah.
Would you like
Is
to move
Octavius is hurt, right?
No, I am not.
He hasn't been hit once, if I remember correctly.
Yes, I
Oh,
have not
okay.
been hit.
I thought you got hit by the chaos one.
No, the guy who got ripped in half next to him did.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. Yeah. So it's bonus. This is bonus action, or I'm sure.
This is just your
I can't-
action phase.
Oh, okay. It's back to a new turn. Okay. I'm confused. Do you get to move after you attack or no?
You can scoot and shoot.
You do either or.
Okay. Then I will move behind the chaos spawn. I guess right here,
All right.
and then I will throw javelin into its back.
Don't need to throw if you're that close. I mean, just stab it, man.
But I get bonus damage on my throws.
That is very interesting. All right, so even though at point blank range, you chuck it right into its arm. Go for it.
Yeah, my thing.
Are all bandits dead on the field? No, there's one bandit left. Look how cute he is. 24 hits. Roll for damage, please. 4 points of piercing damage. As the piercing damage goes through the flesh, he takes the full damage from the piercing. He's resistant to bludgeoning.
And then I have to see how my bonus throw works. Yeah, I can use my bonus action. Make my range attacks more deadly. Any target I hit with my range attack takes an extra 1d4 damage.
Okay, roll d4 for me, please.
Okay.
You can go to
How
the
do you-
dice section in the top left. There's like a little dice thing as you do that. I
This
believe.
one?
Yes, sir. He takes 8 points of damage instead of 4 now. That was a good turn by you.
Very nice.
Very good, very good. All right, as the Chaos Spawn rears its head, you see that it briefly gained control again as the cloaked bandit began to stir. But then just as he sees that he gained consciousness, he sees the arrow in his leg and he says, "Ugh," and he just falls back to the ground. And the control is relented again. As somebody hit him with a very divine smite, the Chaos Spawn is now going to use its load, Blue Fire. Please, let me get my effects, because those are cool.
Is that an area thing or single person?
It's going to hit both Anchor and Octavius Baker. Please make... Why did it not show the...
Me?
All
Not
right,
Repo?
please make a DC 12 con save. Both of you. Beats. You take half the damage, only 4 points of fire damage, as both you see blue fire come out of one claw, and the other claw makes a slap onto Octavius Baker. It's 22 hit.
That hits. Yeah.
25 points of bludgeoning, please.
I'm down.
Oh.
Just knocking on the door and seeing if anyone's around for some hunt.
You didn't even tell us the big problem.
Doing
You
Dungeons
can't
and
die.
We're in the middle of a D&D session.
Everyone, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Enjoy.
All right. So as Octavius goes down in the breath, you see his blue claw no longer glowing blue, and his arm that hit Octavius no longer glowing blue as well. Let's see here. Is there anybody? So this one bandit down here is going to. He doesn't want to fight Rodvar. he just.
Rodvar wants to fight.
No, he doesn't. He's going to
Rodvar wants
use.
to test something on him.
He's going to use his dash action. Actually.
You bitch.
See you later, kid.
Did Rodvar dash after him?
Hold up.
The archer's going to try to. This is a really breakneck firefight as she's going to take another shot straight for Wyatt. 17?
Yeah.
8 points of
I'm
piercing.
done.
As both Octavius and Wyatt go down to the ground.
Don't worry, I got it. Yeah.
Oh, and Octavius with the paladin.
Wah, wah.
Okay.
All right. That's everyone's actions on the opponent's side. Back to planning phase for the player party.
I'll go ahead and roll for my.
Yeah, why don't you two
Yeah,
just roll
we
your
do
death
that.
saves, and then we can just take an account.
Oh, fuck me, bro.
No.
Dude,
Oh,
literally, we're not even gonna know how to play the rest of this campaign.
That's 2 failures, right, Dylan?
that's 2
nat ones.
failures.
All right. Well, I am very close to death, y'all.
So,
Okay.
can I climb on the Chaos Spawn's back at all and like distract it?
You can most definitely try.
Oh,
You know what? I'll say this. Roll an athletics check. Or actually, you choose athletics or acrobatics. If you roll well, I'll let you climb onto it. If you roll badly, he gets an attack of opportunity on you as he
Okay.
tries to climb him.
Okay.
I'll be back in just a
Need to
second.
check. I think I have both acrobatics and the other.
Yeah, it's up to you. But what about the rest of your guys' plan?
I'll stay here and be dead.
Well, you at least make
Archon,
your
what are
save.
you doing? Oh, okay. Oh,
Like, what?
you just
My
left Wyatt.
bird is gonna be attacking the archer, and Grolor is gonna be shooting at this chaos spawn.
Sounds good. Damn, Wayne.
Firebolt at the chaos spawn.
All hands ahead.
Okay.
Unless I could use suggestion to try and take control of the chaos spawn's mind.
Well, you
Worth
did
a
see it
shot.
resisted the sleep spell, which is an enchantment. So, suggestion, you can try, but I feel like Damn Wade is smart enough to know that if you can resist sleep, you can probably resist suggestion.
Alright, firebolt then.
Alrighty. Archaon, I didn't see what you're actually. I do see you moving forward though. What are you doing?
Let me think. I'm just gonna firebolt it.
You're gonna point blank firebolt it. No, nice.
Are
Yep.
you, buddy?
All right. I see.
Oh, I don't have any healing, by the way, guys. So
I
someone
see
else
somebody's
can
raring to go.
I was doing the math.
We'll start with Rodvar's turn.
Hey,
I'm
why
gonna
you
chuck a javelin at him.
Chuck a javelin. Oh god, is this gonna kill? All right, go for it. That doesn't. Oh my god! As he runs, he just starts sprinting his ass over there. Javelin flies over his shoulder. He's going to gain the. He's going to gain the frightened status effect, even though you did nothing to give that. There you go. He's.
Hey, where'd that bandit come from?
He now has the frightened status effect, even though. Yeah. Rodvar is going for
Okay.
him. Let's go with Damwayne with your firebolt.
Can I pick up Wyatt as a bonus action, or is that a full action?
Picking up Wyatt?
I mean, reviving him. Sorry, he's down.
Reviving him would be a medicine
Oh.
check. If you.
Oh,
have
I
that.
can't. Oh, right. Never mind.
22 hits, 4 points of fire damage is beginning. It starts a flame burning on its edges. Why don't you try your anchor? What are you going to do?
Oh, I was gonna ask you, isn't dodge action a thing?
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay. So instead of firebolt, I approach with the intent of the dodge action.
Sounds good.
I don't know what I'm going to do.
Well, you gotta do something, anchor.
I'm just gonna
You should be an anchor
Yeah.
for the team.
charge. Yeah, I'll charge in.
Are you going to hit it with your shield?
Yeah, but it's gonna do nothing.
Hey, you
You
crit.
want to know how I got these shields?
As you do 7 points of bludgeoning, you smash it into its arm, its crab arm, and you see it begin to crumple under the weight of your shield. Metal is
Okay.
stronger than crab. Chitin, turns out.
Since I got a crit, can I like say that he got knocked prone?
He is a pretty large creature. If it was another creature, Bob, I would say you would be able to, but your crit is good. It isn't that good.
Okay. Well then, in other words, make a DC 13.
He automatically fails because he's huge,
Okay.
and he takes the 3 extra lightning damage. He automatically fails dexterity checks. Just want you guys to know. Just all of them.
Has that been another round, or do I do another death
No,
save?
not quite yet. They haven't done their actions. So Archaon's going to use the dodge action. Repo, why don't you try your acrobatics /
Yeah, so I thought when I was making my character, it said I had like both acrobatics and the other one athletics, but on my sheet here only athletics is checked, but I have a higher number in acrobatics. What does that mean?
in acrobatics? Let me take a quick gander at the character sheet. So acrobatics, it says 3, right? And
Mhm.
so how it works for stats is that whatever your dexterity boosts everything. Whatever stat it says, do you see how it says dex in parentheses? That
Yeah.
means dex boosts acrobatics, but in athletics, strength does. You don't have a good strength score, but you have proficiency. Proficiency means you're skilled at it, so you get an extra boost. So it takes into account that you're proficient, but you aren't strong. So you still have good athletics, but your acrobatics is actually better in this situation. So I would recommend you do that.
I will use that then.
Why don't you roll for me then?
Okay, do I just click acrobatic?
Yes, sir. Oh!
Oh no. Oh no.
No.
This isn't going to end well.
No. No. That's,
As Repo begins to, why don't you do an attack for me as well?
Okay. Okay, I'll
Oh,
just do
I
a
see
one.
that.
I'll do a one-handed step.
Oh god.
As you use your trident to climb the chaos bomb and try to use it to stab, why don't you roll for damage as well? 6 points of piercing damage goes through as you begin to climb at his back, but you lose your footing and it turns, looking at you enviously. Does an 18 hit?
I have to roll armor.
No, you don't roll. It's just your armor class.
Have an armor class, yeah.
Does that say slap? It's
Uh,
not
yeah, it does
straight.
hit.
All right, please take 28 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, I am down.
All right. Are you dead though?
Which one is
So dead means I do whatever your HP is times it by 2 in one hit.
dead? No.
Okay, you're not instantly killed. You're fine.
Yeah.
Dylan, you really were going for the TPK, weren't you? You didn't
I-
like our characters.
I don't know what you're talking about. I just balanced this when I was fighting Leo. Wait. I only balanced this around the fact of fighting level 11. I'm not regretting any of my design choices right now. Don't worry about it. Oh, that nat
Okay,
one hurt. Mr. Grolar, why don't you do your scratch and shoot?
Yes. The scratch.
23
Hey!
hits. 9 points of damage? Oh my god.
That thing
As the owl scratches out the eyes of the archer, she falls out of the canopy, hitting the ground as a hard thud. As you see, she cracks her neck.
Okay,
And-
PTSD.
And the Growler is gonna be putting the favorite foe on top of the.
I just want you to know she had 9 hit points.
Growler's gonna be using favorite foe on the.
All right, so your
Chaos Bomb.
concentration is on the chaos bun now.
Yep.
13 hits.
Let's make this good. 7, and I can add a d4.
Go for it. All Alrighty.
Has everybody made their thing now? Or
No, you will make your next roll after the action of the
just let me know.
chaos spawn. I'll let you know. No worries.
After the next player goes down.
Yeah. All right, boys. The chaos spawn's turn. I'm not going to hold anything back.
Okay.
All right, as the chaos spawn's turn is going to go for a blue fire. Hitting, oh no, that's a cone. Wait. Where's the cone effects? There you go.
Is that a
Out of one of its claws, you see a blue fire come out as he was hit by a magic attack last turn. Archaon, why don't you make a DC 12 con save? You take 3 points of fire damage. Oh, Octavius Baker. Why don't you make a DC 12 con save?
Oh god, wait. While I'm, I guess.
While-
cons-
Oh,
Please take 3 points of fire damage.
I am dead. I am dead.
I am
Dylan, how could you do this?
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I did not expect this to happen. I didn't think 3 damage would kill a player, but
Well, I'm already down, right? So
Yeah,
that should kill me, right?
yes,
Okay.
that's the nat 1 gave you 2 failures and the 3 damage gives
That's
you
another
1 more
hit, so that's
failure.
another- Dude,
And
that
is
nat
3
one
failures.
absolutely fucked me.
You just the nat 1, the
Oh.
natty 1, man.
Play the death song.
Wasn't meant to play a paladin, was I?
Well, and the paladin was the one that knew all the info. Oh, okay.
Also, I'm pretty sure I was our only healer, just by the way. Maybe the
Yes.
druids have some stuff, but
As a death song begins to creep in as you see the body burnt to a crisp. All right.
yeah, that's the
That's the one he chose
Yeah.
and sent it to me.
that should be Wyatt's death song too.
All right, boys. He's going to also go for attack on Archaon. He has disadvantage. He sees the magic. This thing likes to target magic creatures, and with disadvantage, he rolls an 8. Does that hit you?
Nope.
All right. He doesn't even hit the mirror images as the. I'm just starting to think the mage here is out front tanking. Just let me know because mirror image turns out. All right. Why don't you make another roll for me, Wyatt? 19. That's 2 saves.
Oh, cool.
So
I'm
you're
up.
no, you on the 3rd save you will stabilize.
Oh yeah, I thought you said that was worth 2. I was like, I
No,
don't know
if
why,
it was
but
20,
okay.
you would be
yeah.
up. Man, if only you could get one of those 18 crits that we've had this combat already.
Nah. Who needs them?
Yeah, we want the lowest
Back to the
points, so we
player
need-
phase. Oh yeah, this guy, he's fucking out of here. Let's
Aw.
there. There you go.
Wait, he's
We
still
let
in
one
the-
bandit get away.
He's
I can keep going after him, guys. No, the barbarian.
he
is
has the
probably
frightened
needed.
condition. He literally can't run towards him with that condition. All right, guys, planning phase for you.
Yeah, I'm
I
just
want
gonna
to send my
shoot
bird against the bandit.
fine.
The bird.
Do it.
Yes.
Yes.
There's nothing I can do to help Wyatt without healing spells or potions, right?
You can try to do a medicine check if you're good with that, and some of you may be good with medicine checks, and some of you may not. A medicine check can really help him up if you attempt to stabilize.
I actually am proficient in that. I didn't realize.
Hey, just don't roll a nat 1.
I can use magic to
Stack.
guys. I can
Sorry.
use magic to draw him in and use the dodge action along with my mirror images to draw his attacks
Over and over.
while you guys do the damage.
Yeah,
I
Glor is definitely still gonna shoot at the big thing.
Is there? Okay, Dylan. This might be metagaming, but is there any benefit to assisting him when he only needs one more saving throw?
He's dead. He's already had 3.
No, he's
No,
not.
why?
Octavius is dead. Wyatt is
Wyatt's down next to me.
he has
Repoge
2
is also
successes. Repo, please make a death saving throw for me as well. Sorry.
I will be able to make an attack next round if
I'll be right back.
Yep, this one, right? Or no?
Well,
No,
yeah,
no,
but I wouldn't
double-
be picking
double
you up.
roll.
I'd be assisting, right?
No worries about it. No worries.
It's up to you. I don't know. It's, you know.
I don't. That's what I'm
That's
asking. I don't know how
judgment,
it works.
buddy.
Yeah, that's what I was
Let's
asking.
see.
If it's successful, does he just get up, or do we have to wait until
he
he rolls?
stabilizes.
He
He does not get up.
stabilizes. He's just no long. He has zero chance of dying
Okay.
unless somebody tries to finish him off specifically. If that makes
How
sense.
lucky you feeling there?
You know, it's up to you. I'm dead.
You
I
feeling
can't do
lucky,
anything
Punk?
right now?
You're feeling lucky, punk.
I'm down. I'm unconscious. I don't feel very much.
Yeah, fair.
He's having a dream about cleaning his gun. All right, boys. Let's start with Damn Wayne's turn. Why don't you go?
I'm just wondering how I could like trick this thing.
You can
And
definitely
then just-
try.
No, and then just say, screw it, and I'll just choose magic missile.
Ooh, 3 times 3 all of them hit 100%. As it attacks with a magic attack, its blue claw begins to glow a little bit, but 9 points of force damage is most definitely good damage. Grolar, why don't you do yours?
Yeah, let's shoot at it.
Shoot at it. That hits. You rolled a 2.
At least I did
4
do.
points of piercing, and you can get your extra damage from that. Yeah, that's
7.
7. And why don't you get your bird attack?
Yes.
16 hits.
Finish
My
him.
God.
Yes.
8.
Yes.
Let me just move it here because I can't give it to. There you go.
That thing does more damage than me.
And it's gonna be starting to fly back.
My goodness, they
Wait,
reworked the Beastmaster.
Right, it's 30 feet, okay.
Mr. Grolar,
Okay,
your
I can't
target
just
has
move
been
back here.
eliminated.
I'll swim back.
Hrodvar, your target has been eliminated.
Mm-hmm. Good job.
Thanks.
How will you do?
I was talking to the bird.
No survivors.
I'm gonna do a medicine check to see if I can help buy it up.
Go for it. You have advantage on this. 14,
Awesome.
that's a save. He is now stabilized.
Can I move after that or no?
Yeah, that's just your action. You still have movement left.
Okay. Oh, I have the wrong thing clicked. I'm gonna move to here. Will I have access to the monster, or should I move over Octavian, or will that?
No,
is that
you
space
can
block?
attack him from here. That's 5 feet away from you.
Okay. Just make sure. And that's in my turn.
Yeah, that's unless you have a bonus action.
I'm still raging, so no.
Alrighty, Anchor.
You were like, ah, heal this guy.
Yeah. Fix him up.
No,
snaps it,
what
you're
you
good.
did is as
You're
Hrodvar.
angrily putting bandages on me.
No,
Ah!
you don't understand. He like cracked your ribs while doing CPR,
Great.
and you just resuscitated. You know.
Too much air in my lungs popped him, and now I'm dead again.
Uh, so at least you're not. You're still unconscious, but you are stabilized. Mr. Anchor goes for another. You do more damage than I thought. And dodge action from the caster. Is that everybody's action?
Puts me on.
When do I roll for revive?
I already rolled it for you since you were away. If
Oh,
that's okay. You
okay.
did a success.
Yay.
Add that to you.
I'll mark it.
All right, another 7 points of damage as Anchor smashes into the claw again. It breaks off the Chaos Spawn, and since the control of the person, as the person who summoned it, is now officially unconscious and no sort of thing, he begins to degrade. You see, like parches of his flesh begin to like fizzle out as the summoning spell begins to lose its focus. It's going to get one more attack though. Hey, Archaon. Does this? Nope, that doesn't hit.
Wait, actually doing the butcher's dying, like the last little attack as he
Yeah,
falls over.
as the butcher gets down to his knees, you see its flesh. And the little head with the pumpkin.
Wizard has more health than me.
No,
Or
but
more
he's
armor
better.
class.
Joey, I'm assuming your armor class is higher than 12 or above.
Actually, it is 12.
Meets beats.
But
You
if I'm using the dodge action,
you still
can I
have
use...
a reaction.
Oh, well then I use my shield reaction then.
That's a plus
Which
5
gives
to
me
your
plus
AC.
5
You have
AC.
17 AC. That no longer hits. As it begins to hit towards the one of the mirror images, you see a bulwark appear and stop one of its claws before it makes contact with the mirror image. Oh, we've got a tank mage, I see. All right.
We lost.
As he begins to dissolve and fall to the ground, he makes his last flail at the image, and he falls and dissipates. That will end combat, everybody.
Ooh.
Nice.
Somebody,
So-
we as you guys survey the battlefield, you still have a friendly that is out and not stabilized, and you have a stabilized friend.
And I only got fucking gored.
I'm gonna join forward for any kind of healing plants. See if I can get
Why don't
We
you make,
have.
repo up.
I'm assuming nobody can revive Octavius.
does anyone have Revivify?
Yeah. Revivify. I don't think anyone has that at level 3.
Did I lose my?
And does
No,
anyone have a
unfortunately.
200 gold gem by chance?
Well, you never know. One can hope.
Just pull it out of your ass.
What a coincidence! I have a.
Just angrily, like, quickly types it into my character sheet. Hey, DM, I gotta. Alright.
Hey DM, can I please level up like 5 times and get Revivify real quick?
As-
Dylan, would we know any high-level mages or anything in Rudius?
The only person that would know revivification magic would be
The old town.
Old Man Ba. He's a bard. He doesn't know this kind of stuff.
Also, Revivify usually has to be done within the first 5 minutes.
It's
Well, let's get.
Otherwise, it's necromancy that we need.
Well, we need to get this man to Rudius now. And maybe
Which is quicker or closer, the city or Rudius?
We
I will
can't go
say
back to
it
the
is
city.
past 5 minutes for both. It's definitely you're on the trail in between Rudius and the city, and at this point, if you remember correctly, Octavius said he's leaving the church, so I don't think they will service him.
Okay. I'll carry him wherever we're going. I say back to the city,
Can
and
I,
I'm gonna go help the boy.
Dude, these people are. No, we can't go back to the city. That's where
No,
they
not the city. Sorry, Rudius is where we're gonna go. But I'm gonna help him get up.
Can
All
I-
right,
Can I talk to him? And here's last
All
word.
right.
You know,
Repo is no, you're still unconscious, Wyatt. Get back here.
Yeah, you're not moving, dude.
well,
Repo is now stabilized with a good medicine check.
All
But
right.
he's still unconscious.
The strongest people the strongest people pick up the unconscious, and let's get these people back to
At my
Rudius.
hit point. When
I'll pick up Wyatt.
sweet.
Anchor, can you carry Repo? I'm gonna pick Octavius's corpse. Which one do
Yeah.
you want? Okay. Well,
Carry whichever one.
also, we should
Yeah,
probably
which
loot
one
the
is
bodies.
blue?
I was about to say, can I do an Arcana check on the hand symbol?
Absolutely. Ooh. It is a summoning spell. A conjuration spell that summons a daemon. And it was literally written into his skin for him to activate with a few words. And he can essentially summon a demon at any point in time as long as he had the correct spoken words, and it was one use only, as it's no longer glowing. Also, he's very dead, so it wouldn't glow anyway since he has no magic.
He just also happens to be dead, so
With
it's
the,
not
head,
working anymore.
with the help of Damway, can we also try to identify the sigil?
It is
You said-
a symbol of
says-
Zinch. Let me get one.
Also, while they're doing that, I'm gonna start searching the other bodies just to see if there's anything of note.
Yeah, same here. While carrying Wyatt.
Well,
Still carrying.
I'll be carrying Octavius's corpse around while I'm doing it.
I will put it in here. I posted it in the D&D session info. Is the symbol you see written upon his hand?
Would
What do I set my hit points to when I'm down? When
You're
I'm
just one.
Okay.
One's a good place. Actually, technically, you're at
Is-
0, but
is anyone against chopping the hand off and taking it with us?
What?
The symbol.
I
on his
approve
hand.
of this.
Just so we don't forget exactly what it is. There's a reason I asked
Yeah.
this.
Raptor just immediately
well,
goes back into his gunner mode.
Um,
I have
if
a- I have
you
a
know,
successor.
I'm not gonna stop you, mate. But that thing will degrade.
I'll just keep it with Octavius.
gonna be so smelly.
Please tell me I'm not being like stuffed and mounted on a wall.
We're taking you for private burial rights wherever that may happen eventually. But right now, we just need somewhere else to store another body part.
I'd say let's gather all of the bandits and burn them.
I guess I'll chop his hand off.
I would like to
That-
say, for successfully doing this combat, and I'll say you auto loot at least the valuables, which are just like common sense. Please, everybody, add 50 silver to be divided among all of you.
How many people are here?
8.
Well, 7 now.
Yes.
Yeah, do I get my share still, or like how's this work? Do I need money in the afterlife? What's going on?
Can I
What
talk
does
to him?
Octavius have, by the way?
Oh yes,
that
we
is a
can,
good
we can
point.
take his money.
Y'all get to loot my stuff. I have a flail, 5 javelins.
Can I take his javelins?
Sure, man.
Can I
chain-
use his?
I have chainmail, shield, and then a bunch of like priest stuff. So like candles, tinderbox, vestments, block of incense, alms, stuff like that, basically.
Can I use my
Didn't you have
ability
a
to
shield?
talk to him?
Do you already have that ability at level 3?
No, but there's certain senses of it in there. You know what I mean?
You have Whispers of the Dead. Whenever you finish a short or long rest, you can choose one skill. You know what? Should you have your next long rest or short rest, I'll let you communicate with Octavius.
All right. So my unconscious body. Next time we go take a nap, we're talking to
Oh,
him.
by the way, you're still over. Oh wait, no, Gorlar is picking you up. Never mind. I was gonna drag you back.
No, he's dragging me, but
Okay. And before we leave, is there anything I can do, like with a medicine check, to preserve the hand and something?
you got some mice?
I don't think
Gotta
you
come
got.
up with- you gotta
anything-
come up with something.
Anybody got Ray of Frost?
Do you have something in your inventory that can do that, or?
Uh,
Got some salt?
herbalism kit?
Herbalism
Nope.
kit? Maybe a salve?
Yeah, I got nothing.
Yeah.
It's all good.
You've got a rotting.
You got a jar of
hand.
water?
I'm just adding rotting symbol hand to my inventory.
Nice.
Hey, it takes at least a couple
We,
days.
we can get the salt where we're headed.
My character mumbles as I'm being carried by Hadvar. That thing was slipperier than I thought.
Robert's just gonna start laughing without any context to anybody else.
Archeon. Well done,
Yeah.
lads. Now help me carry these bodies and let's burn them all.
As you guys,
Right.
you guys make a little mound of dead bandit bodies. I almost
I
added.
got one
I
over
almost
here.
added Octavius to it.
To take the bow from that archer just in case I ever run out of ammo. That's cool.
Yeah, you can add a short bow to your a long.
What-
Sorry, it was
what?
a long bow.
Weapons did they have? Did they all have scimitars?
They had scimitars, sabers, throwing knives. Would anyone like to take a few?
I'll happily take some throwing knives.
All right. I'll add that later, honestly.
Are scimitars
Yeah.
finesse?
Scimitars are finesse.
Okay, then never mind.
I don't
Yeah.
think you would use that, Rodvar.
No, never.
And while we're doing that, I'm gonna send Erin out scouting.
All right, sounds good. As you go again the combat, you can hear the low hums as you carry the dead back to home.
Oh, hold up, I gotta get over on his back. Yep, sorry. Oop. There we go.
All right, let me get my little effects.
So Anchor has the body. I've got Repose Is that how you say it?
Call me Repo.
Rico. Okay.
I have Wyatt.
Oh, jeez, the firefighters.
Dylan, I'm already waiting to see how you're gonna make Repo have to be a Repo man at some point or something. I expect it.
All right.
And I
all right.
really
Repoed
be
that pirate ship
surprised.
in his backstory.
All right.
He repoed the boots.
As you
So
guys
we're all
begin
headed up.
traveling back to the forest roads, you see a comforting sight. You see the sight of what is home. And while you come home bearing rather poor news, it is still a warmth that begins to fill you as it is still home, albeit with not great conditions.
It's like Attack on Titan.
I don't see walls here, Joey.
It's already been destroyed.
As you go into the village carrying a body and 2 unconscious comrades, immediate medical attention is brought to them, as I'll say both Repo and Wyatt regain their health and become conscious again.
Yay.
And the first thing you hear as you come back, you see this old stubbly man come over, and Grizzly, you recognize him as Old Man Ba. He goes up to you. Let me get your tokens. Everyone except, Octavius' token will still be there, but he's dead.
Can I have his ghost? Can I talk to his ghost?
You're still asleep. Oh wait, no.
My
You
boy,
Good
my
now.
baby boy. I'm waiting for my parents to find my body.
As he approaches you, as the party crosses the river with Octavius and Tosis. What happened? What where? As he
Ambush.
Engagement.
Damway. As he worked with Damway the most as an entertaining the city. Could you explain what's going on?
I wasn't fast enough to save him. I could have taken out the bandit who summoned that goddamn creature.
A creature. As he puts his hand on top of Octavius's head. Bless him. As he looks down with very not tearful eyes. He's seen death happen before, but it still saddens him to this day. He was so young. He was so young. He had purpose. He had purpose in his life. As he goes, I don't know all of you. I know some of you. I hope most of you cherished him while you knew him, but Octavius was one of the upstart lads of this village. If only he could have lived through this. Well, everyone, quick, we need to get some rest, and we must give a proper burial to Octavius. As I believe Grolar was carrying Octavius's body. Who was it?
Anchor
was
was.
carrying mine,
Anchor.
but
Bob. So as you were taking Octavius's body and you take it to show it to his parents, and as they grieve, you guys meet us in the tavern. Once you guys are rested, please go meet to the town hall, and we can discuss everything that happened. So everyone, please have a long rest, restore your spell slots, and restore your hit points to full.
can I go? Do I go with with Anchor and talk to his family since I can speak from beyond the grave?
Absolutely. What?
Yeah, are you to speak to me?
So Wyatt actually has the ability to speak with the dead and have brief conversations. You can, since he technically learns.
Edgy.
Yeah, he's a little. You
It
can
could be
give.
quite faint too.
You can give short messages to Wyatt as he presents Octavius's armor and holy symbol to his parents as they're still preparing the body. What would you like to tell to Wyatt?
Is it like a two-way conversation, or is it just?
It's it's one way. You can send a message to Wyatt. You can talk to him a little bit.
Wyatt, wish my parents well, and I'm glad you all made it safely home.
Okay. Are we there yet, or like right now?
And then as they see the holy village, the holy symbol, yeah, this is happening right now. Even though I don't have a picture of his parents,
Yeah, it's fine.
because I didn't expect him to die.
I don't think he expected to die either.
So what are the burial rites here?
The burial rites would just be a normal in the ground.
Okay.
But
And
you
since
are
I know-
blessed. Normally, you would be blessed so that you cannot be turned into undead. And the Speaker George of Eos, would help you with that, as he would make sure no bodies buried in this village have any chance of being turned into the undead. That's why they're preparing his body right now, and why Wyatt only brings a holy symbol in his armor, his shield, and mace to his parents. And as Wyatt hears this, the parents snivel as they see their dead child, and the father goes up and says, "No man wants to see. It's the parents' worst nightmare to see a child buried. I hope he brought something good to your life, Wyatt. Did Octavia say anything about us?"
Yeah, he said that he's what did you exactly say, or do you want me to just go with
Just
what
wish them well.
he wished you well in his last words to me. I'm not gonna tell him that I have the ability, but
Okay, that's fine.
just tell him that.
That's good. That's good. If he were to live, I bet he would have been a great man. He would have changed this world. It's a shame he couldn't live. And the mother is just sobbing at this point, and
Oh, my baby boy!
yeah,
Oh!
that's exactly what Cameron's saying.
Octavius was a really good friend of mine. I'm sorry I failed y'all.
You didn't fail. Whoever killed him is just. Well, what killed him?
It was some
Why did he die?
strange beast. He was trying to tell us something, and we're coming back here, and then they attacked us, and we didn't find out why.
I just hope we know what. I hope we can avenge him, or you can. Would you do that for us?
We'll do our best.
Thank you. The man, you see almost a spark of hatred spark in his eye as the mom begins crying uncontrollably, but you see a determination in the man as he looks at his son's dead relics, essentially. Now, as you guys are now all conscious, you have your meditation. You guys, it's nighttime now, as you begin to have another day as you meet up. Oh, wrong button. I need to copy the correct token, silly me. A burial ceremony is set during the midday, and as they lower him to the ground, Speaker George, a white-casted, monk-looking man, puts his blessing so his body may never turn to the undead. And as everyone bids their farewells, Ba herds everybody in the village and everybody who wants to be to the town hall to drink away their sorrows and possibly talk about the heroic feats that Octavius once did. As you arrive at the door of the tavern, you hear Light speaking. That's too nice. I need a sadder song. You hear the faint singing. Actually, you don't hear it quite yet. I'll hear. What is a sadder song that we have? Not quite, not quite.
I would say, Dylan, when we get in there, I'll pull Ba aside after he's done talking to everybody.
All right. You guys open at the door of the town hall, also known as the town tavern. As he's behind, and everybody you see people eating and mourning. You recognize some faces. On the right, you see Boris drinking away, knowing that Octavius has passed. You see two teenagers. You see Carla, the beloved wife of Ba, and their son Kale, attending to the dwarves that have drunk themselves. One drunk literally himself to sleep, and the two dragonborn discussing what is happening back at the capital. Feel free to enter. Oh, I see the adventuring party that brought back Octavius is here as he looks around. Please take a seat. Well, we have much to discuss. We have...
Should we go to the round table, boys?
Feel free.
I'm getting us a round of drinks.
I'm just gonna tell
That
him.
round table, yes.
Yeah, let's go up there. But I have something to show you that's best not for the other eyes in here.
I bring back a bunch of tankards.
Actually,
if you guys want to move
you don't
to specific
quite.
spot,
You don't
What's
quite.
that?
Oh, by the way, so if you hold Alt while moving
Yeah, I
your
was gonna say
token,
Alt.
yeah, you can move it in between squares and stuff like that. You don't get drinks because someone will serve you, Mr. Repo.
Oh, okay.
Rodvar, what would you like to show, Bob?
The hand with the symbol on it.
We can
Not
discuss.
here.
We'll
I know,
discuss this
yeah.
at the table.
Yeah.
But as this, what's his Gavin? Yes. Get some drinks. I don't know why the token messed up here, guys, but just ignore it for now. But get some drinks, and then for the commemorative. And unfortunately, and as he walks up to the party, what would you like to drink? It's on the house, of course. As he's rather distraught. Possibly.
What's like a non-alcoholic drink, just like except for water?
Would you like a juice, milk, perhaps?
I'll have a sarsaparilla.
Take your ale, a lot of it.
I'll have a Shirley Temple.
Sounds good. As he can I ask?
Man.
Can I ask what happened?
Well,
As he
we
takes
were
the
ambushed.
orders.
We wish not to discuss that.
As he goes back to the drinks, and Bob begins whispering. And as he's holding like a little clattering of plates, Bob begins to whisper and put a shoulder on Gavin, hand on his shoulder. As he says something to Gavin, Gavin literally drops his plates like onto the ground. And Boss says to him, "Why don't you get changed, Gavin? We'll show you. We have lots to discuss, and I'll introduce you to these brave men and creatures that are among us. Carla, and as you see Carla sitting here at the right side, why don't you give us a little bit of ambiance? I'll use some of my magic as he waves his fingers and he makes the instruments play just a little. And you see, she goes up to the stage and begins doing a nice little song. And as that happens, good old Gavin goes to change. And Ba moves up. All right. As he goes down to sit down, he brings the drinks that Gavin had ordered instead since he's a little distraught. You see Kale just shaking as he tries to wake up the dwarf. Sir, I can't believe we lost him. Sir, are you awake? Leave him alone, lad, as this one says. We're not in a great mood. Oh, okay. Another drink for you? Of course. All right, gentlemen. Let's discuss what this hand is. As Rodvar has already shown me what sort of thing this is as he begins to sit down along with you. So tell me everything in detail what happened.
Octavius asked us to join him into the forest outside of Lion's Guard, or what is it called, Lion's Guard?
Yes.
Yeah.
Telling us about the Church of Essos in the Cardinal Louis Antonio.
So something's happening in the capital. I received a letter from him as well. That's why I sent Dam Wayne and Grolar to meet you there. I did not expect combat to break out, though. Can you explain to me how this went down? Were you the attacker? Were you attacked first? Did you provoke it? Looks at Hardvar.
We were ambushed.
You were ambushed. All right, I
Seen
don't.
that kind of magic before. Fireworks of chaos.
Fire. What color was this fire?
Blue.
Blue.
No. This bodes unwell. Very unwell indeed. As you see, let me get the token out. You see that is no, that is the wrong token. I almost put in the chaos spawn back into the map.
That would have been.
Surprise chaos one attack.
You see that Gavin comes out looking what he was a human, like coming out changed, most definitely looking like a goblin, moving closer to the table and joining you. This
I am gonna kind of nervously
is a
put my hand on my axe.
Yeah, and he moves over to the side. No. He's one of us. This is Gopnik. He was a friend of Octavius. He was expecting you. Would you like to introduce yourself? Camden, why don't
Name
you?
is Gopnik. Oh my god.
Gopnik. Gopnik the Goblin. He was friends with Octavius, and why don't you introduce yourself to the party? Camden, why don't you take it?
Yeah. Oh, hello. God, sorry, I'm trying to get the voice right. Hello. No, that's way too high. Fuck. Give me a second. So Octavius died. Me and him had been corresponding for a little while. He had promised to help me with something, and sorry, I'm just so shaken. Oh God. What are we here to discuss again, Bah? Oh God.
Happened to be from the Spear Checker tribe.
No, I'm not from the Spear Chuckers. You know the Spear Chuckers?
Yes, lost some friends to them.
Then perhaps we can be allies. But I guess what I'm here to tell you about is Octavius had promised to help me. My tribe was wiped out by the Spear Chuckers, and I couldn't find anyone to help me. No other goblin tribes would help me get my revenge. So I became so desperate that I even eventually went to Lion's Guard. I thought the church, with their hatred of goblins, I might be able to goad them into helping me with my revenge. But alas, only Octavius took pity on me, and he said he would work with the church and try to convince them to help me. But in the meantime, he hid me away here with Ba. So I've been here for about a year, pretending to be a halfling serving food here.
How much are you willing to pay?
I have not for money, but I have skills. I can help you, and I know where the spear chuckers are. If
Do they have any
As Ba,
riches?
Ba interrupts slightly here. It was a mission that was sort of on the side of of Octavius to deal with the spear chuckers. He's they're somewhat a threat. I know you haven't been here for a while, Wide, but they are a constant threat to the outskirts of the village. That's why we always have Grolar and such, but Gopnik was hidden away here as
What did you take to evade my sight?
Yes,
Yeah.
I wanted to introduce him at a better time, but with Octavius no longer with us, Octavius was his only connection, and now I'm his only connection to this village. It's a problem.
the spear
Yes.
chuckers are not to be messed with.
Arcan stands up and puts his hand on Gopnik's shoulder, and he says, "I'm sorry about what has happened. Killing any evil goblins I'm always available to help."
Yeah, the worst of our kind truly ruin our reputation. I swear we're not all evil. We're just a little tricky sometimes.
Well, I promise to help you.
You
Well,
noticed-
you have my
no-
bow.
You notice that Gopnik's also like fiddling with a coin in his pocket. He's very nervous. This is the first time
eh?
he's
No, I'm
been.
Yeah,
This is the first time he's been not disguised as a halfling in the tavern.
and
Advar's gonna walk up to him, pat his head, and say, "Not all goblins are bad, and some are tasty."
Thank you, thank you. Wait a second. What did you say? What was that last part?
Nothing.
Could y'all all also introduce yourselves to me? What kind of people are you? You know about me and my story, but
I would love to, as boss, as would introduce each other. But let's talk about the matter of hand as he gets everyone back to the table. So this symbol of Zinch, and I see, is there something going on inside the capital? I know he told me there was an heir missing. This doesn't seem something that you people. I know as experienced as you are, Wyatt, and the rest of you, and I haven't had the pleasure to meet you as he looks at Repo, but it may be outside of your expertise and unfortunately combat prowess.
I believe Octavius said something about some figure in the church making a move for the throne.
Interesting. So, this is a problem we may solve or get interactive with. I do have some connections with the capital, but I think the problems here at Rudius should be solved first. It is your home, after all.
Agreed.
Why don't we help Gopnik with his struggles? But first, show me this hand. As Rodvar, could you hand over the hand to Ba?
Mm-hmm. He pulls it out, and it's in cloth, and he puts it on the table.
He puts the hand in the cloth, and he puts it down on the table next to the light. He shows, "This is Zinch. I recognize this symbol in some of my travels. He's the god of treachery, god of change. He's a chaos god from the far north. Grolar might know about this. I'm not sure, but
Yeah, so having spent some time up north, I have a feeling that Zinch may have something to do with what's going on in the capital.
okay.
He's ever scheming.
Yes.
His schemes have schemes.
He's known for exactly what Grolarth said. His schemes as schemes. Dealing.
Never heard of no Zinch.
Yeah,
was
Zinch. Yeah.
as I'm sitting next to Hadvar, I nudge him and I whisper to him, how can schemes have schemes? Did you understand what he was saying?
No idea. It just pays back attention to the conversation.
Just don't worry about that. But just know, the intellect that he acquires, he can see into the future and the past. As far as I know, can't see the present. It's a very odd power that Zinch acquires. But this is most definitely a danger to the land. Wyatt, I know you're a bounty hunter, but just know that should we deal with this, you would probably become a hero of this nation. So
I don't want to be a hero. I just want to make my money and get on
Alright.
my way.
maybe if we show them, we can put a bounty on their head. That's a dangerous feat for sure.
Now that's talking.
Guys,
I'm in on it.
we need to remember that Octavius died to these people.
They killed
We
my
needed a-
buddy Wyatt. Then they deserve it anyways. But I might as well make a little money off of it too.
All right. So while you guys deal and help Gopnik out with his struggle here in Rudius, make Rudius a little bit safer. I'll contact the rest of the daring crew that we know. I'll get HK-47. I'll get Alvin in the mountains. I'll get
I'll
Theo
go
as
get
well.
HK. Me and
Yeah.
him. I gotta
Oh
talk.
yeah,
to
I'll
him
send out
first.
Wyatt. We need some forces. Send out you, Wyatt. We get HK. I'll get Alvin from the mountains, and I'll get Theo helping from the desert side. We should fortify Rudius and then deal with the problems in Lion's Guard. Does everything sound good?
Yeah, I'll go dust off HK. He's been talking about it, getting a good roundup. So,
Alrighty.
Anything to help home.
As this happens, All right, the business is concluded. Let's drink ourselves away and talk about Octavius and the feats that he's done. But anyway, as he moves, it's like, why don't you come? He ushers you guys back to the main dining hall. You guys can take a seat anywhere, right?
Pour one out for the
Before we
homies.
leave, I'm gonna push the hand into Gobnik's hand and say, "Get rid of this."
Well, is this food? What do I do with it?
That is
guess
up to you.
I'm just gonna throw it out a
Don't eat
window.
it, guys.
I just
Don't
throw
eat
it out a window.
I'm gonna join the dwarves and have some drinks.
Oh, it's Grolar. He's just the super tall dwarf.
Are these dragonborns you said, or what are they?
Blue dragonborns.
Okay. I ain't seen you move out of your hut since last winter. Where y'all been?
Yes, welcome back, Wyatt.
Y'all don't like that cold weather now too much, do you?
It's not comfortable for the cold-blooded, I agree. As one chimes in, we were just taking shipments back to the riverside. We heard of a death, and have come to see and listen to what is to happen. Do you have a story of this one that has passed?
Yeah, my good friend. He didn't make it in our last journey.
Did he do anything interesting? Made
What
him
do you
special?
mean by interesting?
What made him a special individual? This village seems to be mourning him with great loss.
He looked out for everybody he ever knew, and especially us. He called for us to help us in our time of need. He knew something we didn't. He helped us. He told us about it.
And
So he had the foresight to get us out of that troubled situation.
as Bob goes to the little tavern bar, does anyone have a story? Carla is singing. Carla, why don't you stop for a little bit? Like now, let's talk about Octavia. She fires, yes, darling, as she gets off the stage. Anyone want to share a story about Octavius and his fires? Grolar, you were great friends with him. Why don't you? Would you like to say a word? Or was no, not Grolar. He's friends with Arcan. We had good
Well,
friends.
I do have a story.
Yeah, do you have anything to share? As people seem a little uneasy at a giant robotic metal shielded boy is standing near the stage. Carla moves a little back and sits down.
I'm also gonna get myself back in my disguise so that I'm not just a goblin chilling in the inn.
As Gropnik goes back to serving drinks and standing near the edges. Well, why don't you stand in the center here, as he points, and tell us about any experiences you had with Octavius.
Well, there was this one time. It had been a long day of work and scouting. I'd gotten myself some drinks. When there happened to be a landslide. Me and Alvin got caught in it. And Octavius happened to come by. He was also drunk. I believe he was too young to drink.
Everyone begins to chuckle a little bit.
He got me and Alvin out of there. I believe that's made him start his path down into the Order of Eos.
Well, as a here, everyone as everyone raises their drink, to Octavius.
Octavius.
As
Or
everyone's
went
like,
out for a homie.
You hear to Octavius, as you hear him here, and then everyone takes a drink.
Yes.
Well, as the night winds down, everyone gets rather drunk and has their little commemorative stories of the Grey Paladin that was with us. Thank you for joining me at the end of session 1.